this past week was the first week of the Accelerator, and this Accelerator is actually condensed. So it's the same number of hours, it just happened to be over 8 weeks instead of 10 or 12 weeks. And what I love about the first week of the Accelerator is that we really set the stage for life design. We look at 12 different aspects of someone's life and figure out what are the things we want to accomplish over the next 12 months, not just while in the Accelerator, but over 12 months, so that by the end of 12 months, their life is not only elevated, they've had massive achievements in more than just their business, in all different aspects of their life, so that they are living their life wholly. Because it is not just about your business. It is not just about the money. It's not just about the achievement. The clients that I work with, they want to create impact. So they want to have influence in the world in a highly positive way, to take the knowledge that they have and use that to help other people. They also want to get out of the box of what they've been in the corporate world and be able to design their life to be an entrepreneur that doesn't work 100 hours a week, not even 40 hours a week. Most of them want to be working client-facing about 5 hours per week. And so we have to set the intention of how we're actually going to do that. And then looking at what we're going to do with the rest of our day. Because if you're only working 5 hours client-facing per week, there's a whole bunch of extra hours that magically appear that you may not know what to do with. And if you don't know what you're going to do with those other hours, what happens is we tend to go back to our old habits of, oh, well, I'm used to working 40 hours a week. Used to working 60, 80, 100 hours a week. And so I need to fill my time so that I'm in that comfort zone. Truly breaking down how you used to do things, getting the walls of the box to fall away and starting to live life differently is scary because it's out of your habit. And so this is why we really go deep into the life design part of it in the first week, because it is so important to realize what is important. And the beautiful part of this, instead of giving them the exercise and letting them doing it in isolation, is allowing everyone to hear everyone else's life design and life vision in those 12 different categories. Because what happens is sometimes they're like, oh, yeah, I forgot I actually want that as well. Or, oh, that's not what I want, so I'm going to make sure I don't do that. But there is a collective elevating of goals, cleaning up of goals, and lighting some matches to burn away things that don't belong. And every week during the Accelerator, they have to, on a daily basis, weigh in on how they are doing with achieving their life design. So they have a spreadsheet that they have to fill out for the 12 different categories and rate themselves out of 10. And what happens is, over those 12 weeks, you start to see people get more and more on achieving the things that they need to be doing on a daily basis. So yes, we look macroscopically at the whole year, and then we look at, okay, here's the big things that we want to achieve. You know, sometimes some of those 12 categories are working and they're not a priority. So when they order them from most important to least important, we also start setting out the behaviors that have to be happening on a daily basis to get to that elevation. Now, when you are setting yourself up for success in all those categories with a couple of behaviors that you want to be working on every day, it becomes easy to create massive change. And in a year, you can achieve so much more than you think you can across multiple different categories. And if you start with a couple of categories or maybe 3 categories, and then once you've got those lined up and you've got the habits lined up, then you can move to the other categories and start elevating those. It makes it really easy to not only elevate your business, elevate your personal life, elevate your health, elevate everything that you want in life. And by the end of 12 months, typically people are looking around going, that was pretty easy. What's next? And when they start it, they go, man, this looks really hard. But when we can break it down and there's that tracking every day of each of those categories and making sure that we're elevating it, it becomes really easy to achieve a lot. What I also love is that they start to see way beyond the vision of the coaching or consulting business that they're trying to build. They start to look at, what do I want this to actually do for me? How do I want this to contribute to my life? How do I want this to allow me to create more richness in my life? Not just financial richness, but color in your life. Because what happens is the people that I work with are typically highly achievement oriented, right? And so it's easy to just be like, oh, I just have all these professional goals, and then come what may with my love relationships or my family or my health, when we look at, okay, we're working really hard to build this business and we're freeing up time to have these other things, what do those other things look like? What is the house that I want to live in? Who are the people that I want to have in my circle? What kind of health do I want to have? How do I want to be contributing to my health? What do I want to have more ease in and more contentment? And at the end of building out all the 12 categories, we do a visualization of walking through that ideal day. And it's so beautiful to see the reactions in people, their body language change, their face change. And when they talk about it after the visualization, the words that they use to describe what it is like to have lived through that day, that ideal day that they're trying to design. And the words that come are usually they feel in the flow, they feel content, they feel at peace, they feel impactful. And then we go from there and we design out what their ideal day looks like to support that achievement of every category, not just the professional category, but achieving in health, wealth, and relationship, so that they can be setting themselves up for success every day. And not every day is going to be perfect. Just because you said, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., at 6 a.m., I'm going to meditate, and you block out every single day, you're not always going to have a perfect day. There has to be room for some magic. But when you can block out what you think your ideal day looks like and be working towards that on a daily basis, setting those boundaries with yourself, setting your boundaries with your clients, with your friends, with your family, so that you are taking care of you first, so that you are the best version of you, not only to live an amazing life, but also to be an amazing coach or consultant. That's where everything starts to really come together. So I just wanted to give you a quick insight into what it is like to be in the Accelerator in the first week. And I'm going to be doing an update for each of the weeks of the Accelerator, just so you can get a glimpse of what actually happens in the Accelerator, what kind of transformations are happening, to see if this feels like it is a fit for what you want to achieve in your business, in your coaching or consulting company, to create the impact in people's lives that you want, while also creating impact in your own life, to take your life to the next level, to live at maximum capacity every day while serving your clients at maximum capacity every day. And if you haven't had a call with me before, sorry about that, and you are interested to see what the Accelerator could do for you, I'm going to leave the link as well below so that you can book on a call and we can sit down and talk about what you're looking for, whether the Accelerator is a good fit for you, and what the results can be for your coaching or consulting business.